Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss further classification of diversity in the living world. In last video we have discussed the contribution of different scientists who has given their contribution in the classification. We have discussed about Carl Linnaeus, who is known as father of taxonomy. We have introduced about Haeckel, who is the profounder of the group Protista, and we have discussed about the scientist Whitaker, who has given five kingdom classification theory. Now in this video we are going to discuss the further classification of Plantae group only. So there are two classification basically. One is the traditional classification and one is the modern classification of group Plantae. In traditional and modern, if we compare, so modern classification is the basic of traditional classification, just it is some updated form of the traditional classification. One thing I would like to quote here, that in traditional classification bacteria and virus was not placed. Moreover, virus was not placed in any of the group because virus is a link between living and non-living. In next video we will discuss why virus is going to consider as a living and non-living. Basically because virus can divide in a cell, or they can produce their young ones when they are inside a living host. If they are outside the living host, they are not capable of dividing. That is the main reason for considering them as a living and non-living. For better explanation, we will go for the next video. And bacteria was not placed in the traditional classification. Moreover, bacteria is a part of classification in modern classification. Now look on this picture. In this picture, we can notice that kingdom Plantae traditional classification is given. In this, it is divided into two divisions, that is cryptogams, non-flowering plants, and phanerogams, flowering plants. Cryptogams, that is non-flowering plants, are divided into three subgroups, that is Thallophyta, Bryophyta, and Pteridophyta, while in phanerogams, it is divided into two subgroups, that is Gymnosperm and Angiosperm. Thallophyta include algae, fungi, and lichens. Bryophyta includes mosses, liverworts, hornworts. These are certain examples, and we have many varieties in any of such group. Pteridophyta includes fern, club mosses, horsetails, gymnosperm, cycadales, coniferales, angiosperm, monocotyledon, dicotyledon. Out of these, Thallophyta is a very primitive subdivision where the thallus-like structures are available, in which root, stem, and leaves divisions are not there. Bryophytes are known as amphibians of the plant kingdom because they can live on land and water both. Pteridophyta is the group from where vascular bundles are introduced, and they generally found in hilly areas. They found in land also, it's not like that. And gymnosperm and angiosperm, these two are phanerogams, that is the flowering plants. Now we will go in detail about these different phylums. So we are going to discuss different classification of traditional classification of Plantae group. As per the traditional classification of Plantae group, the first group is Thallophyta. Now what are Thallophyta? Thallophyta are the organism, those who are having thallus-like body structure. Thallus-like body structure means the body is not divided into root, stem, and leaves. And they have function like root, they have function like stem, they have function like leaves, but nothing is divided like that. फॉर एग्जाम्पल याद करने के लिए है, जैसे थैला होता है और एक बैग होता है. थैले में भी आप सामान स्टोर कर सकते हैं, बैग में भी स्टोर कर सकते हैं. थैले में क्या होता है, कोई स्पेसिफिक डिवीजन नहीं है, जबकि बैग में क्या होता है, देयर आर डिफरेंट सेक्शंस फॉर वाटर बॉटल, फॉर बुक्स, फॉर नोटबुक्स, फॉर स्टेशनरी. So this is the basic difference between the thella and bag. In the similar way, thella से thallus याद रखिए. जिस तरीके से थैला में कोई डिवीजन नहीं है, इन द सिमिलर वे इन थैलस देयर इज नो डिवीजन लाइक रूट, स्टेम एंड लीव्स. In this we have algae, we have fungi, we have lichen. Now, what is the difference between algae, fungi and lichen? Moreover, in the modern classification, algae and fungi are in two different divisions. Algae is a group which contain chlorophyll. They can do photosynthesis, and algae is the first group, those who produce oxygen by photosynthesis. Algae is one of the group which produce highest amount of oxygen in this planet. Okay, now fungi, if we are talking about, fungi is saprophytic in nature. They are they can not make their own food. They are depends on dead and decaying matter for food. So fungi is the organism which take food from the dead and decaying matter. So अभी आपको इसमें समझ आ रहा होगा कि एल्गी वो ग्रुप है जो अपना खाना खुद से बनाता है, फंजाई वो ग्रुप है दोज हु आर हेटेरोट्रॉफिक. हाउ वी कैन हैव ऑटोट्रॉफिक एंड हेटेरोट्रॉफिक टुगेदर? दिस वाज द ड्रॉबैक ऑफ ट्रेडिशनल क्लासिफिकेशन. That includes lichen also. What is the lichen? Look in the diagram. This is the original picture of lichen, which I found somewhere in Hisar. One of my friends shared, so I shared with you. And lichen is the combination of algae and fungi. This is the symbiotic relationship of algae and fungi, and in this algae do photosynthesis. Algae produce food for the entire organism, and fungi produce provide nutrients and the space for living. So both mutually benefit each other. That is why it is called symbiotic relationship. Now, in symbiotic relationship, both of the organism must live together. Like I will give you a very common example. Somehow I am getting benefit from you, and somehow you are getting benefit from me. But do we have a symbiotic relationship? No. We are not the one organism. We are not living together, right? So symbiotic relationship का पहला condition ये है कि they must live together. Now the another group is Bryophyta. Bryophyta was little advanced from the Thallophyta. They are not having root, stem and leaves, but they have false root. They have stem-like structure, but it is not a true stem because they are not having nodes and internodes. Vascular bundles are not developed, that is xylem and phloem is not there, and basically bryophytes are known as amphibians of the plant kingdom. Now what do you mean by amphibians of the plant kingdom? Amphibians of the plant kingdom means they can live on land as well as in water. अब फ्रॉग के जैसे नहीं है बच्चों कि once they will live in water and जब मन किया तो वो चलते 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 they will come on land. Plant cannot move, so it's not possible in case of plants. In case of plants, in case of bryophytes, one of the stage of fertilization that completes in water, and from water that fertilized embryo float to land, and then it grows on land. That's why it is known as amphibians of the plant kingdom, because some of the part of their life they perform on water and some of the part on land. That's why they are known as amphibians of the plant kingdom. Look on the diagram, you can see the example of mosses. One is I think club mosses, and one is the horsetail. Horsetail तो आपको दिखाई भी दे रहा होगा. It is just like a tail of horse. Now mosses, if very commonly if you heard somewhere, might be many of you must have at your home. Sometime in money plant we use one stick. हम एक छोटा stick use करते हैं, that is a moss stick. That why we use that moss stick? That moss stick is used to hold water. Moss has a very good capacity to hold water. And in case of money plants, if we are using moss stick can hold water for a long time, and you can notice the size of the leaf. Normal leaf which is growing in a money plant, it is very smaller in size, and the leaves of the money plant which are around the moss stick is comparatively bigger in size. I will give you one example. If you can notice in our own school where we have that toy train. Around that toy train there are huge trees, and around those trees some money plant is there, and you can notice the leaves of those money plant. It's a very big in size because they are continuously getting water because from the stem, उनके lenticels से उनको पानी मिलता रहता है करके, है ना, समझ लो। तो बहुत फर्क होता है यदि हमने मॉस्टिक को यूज किया है। देन वी हैव टेरिडोफाइटा, सॉरी इन दिस, आपने अभी मोसिस में देखा होगा, ब्रायोफाइट्स में मोसिस लिवरवर्ट्स, and it was the hornworts, not a horsetail, it is a hornworts. Okay, now in Pteridophyta we have fern, we have club mosses, we have horsetails. Now look on the diagram. Fern is having very small leaves. They are generally found in hilly areas. यदि आप कभी शिमला वगैरह की तरफ गए हैं तो वहाँ पर आपको बहुत commonly fern नजर आएंगे। Pteridophyta is the first group from where vascular bundles are introduced, means xylem and phloem. Before that, xylem and phloem was not there. They were having conducting tissues but not exactly like xylem and phloem, right? Or you can say that conducting tissues are in a very simpler form. Fern or Pteridophyta is one of the group from where root, stem and leaves are also there. And look in this diagram, horse टेल लाइक स्ट्रक्चर, जो कि हॉर्स की टेल के जैसे दिखाई दे रहा है, वो भी आपको इजीली मिलेगा। एंड टेरिडोफाइटा कंपैरेटिवली इट इज एडवांस्ड ग्रुप। नाउ वी हैव फेंड्रोगेम्स। फेंड्रोगेम्स आर द फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स। टिल नाउ वी हैव डिस्कस्ड क्रिप्टोगेम्स। क्रिप्टोगेम्स दैट इज अ नॉन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स। कट क्रिप्टो नॉन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स से याद रख सकते हैं, कट माने कटा हुआ, नहीं है फ्लावर, ऐसे कुछ भी याद रख सकते हो। फेंड्रोगेम्स, फेंड्रो फ्लावर सिमिलर साउंड करते हैं, तो फेंड्रोगेम्स फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स हैं। बाकी आपकी अपनी चॉइस है, यू कैन लर्न इन एनी वे। दे आर डिवाइडेड इनटू जिम्नोस्पर्म एंड एंजियोस्पर्म। जिम्नोस्पर्म आर द ऑर्गेनिज्म विच आर हैविंग naked seed. Naked seed means the seed is not enclosed in a fruit. And angiosperm are the group in which the fruit is enclosed in a, seed is enclosed in a fruit. And angiosperm is a very large group. Gymnosperm की यदि मैं पहले बात करूँ तो gymnosperm, they have a huge tree trunk. They can store lot of carbon dioxide in their tree trunk. That's why it is known as कार्बन सिंक के जैसे, जहाँ पे कार्बन को सिंक किया जा सकता है, कार्बन को स्टोर किया जा सकता है, नॉट फॉर 100 years, फॉर 1000 of years. You know the tallest tree that is a sequoia, that is also a gymnosperm. वो भी एक gymnosperm का variety है. We have two kind of gymnosperm, cycas and conifers, and cycas and conifers are classified on the basis of their structure and on the basis of their certain characteristics. If I am talking about angiosperm, angiosperm is divided into two categories. One is monocot and dicot. Another one is dicot. Angiosperm is a huge plant group where a lot of flowering plants are there, a lot of varieties is there. Monocot, already we have done in seed chapter. They have a single cotyledon. They have a flower which are trimerous, that is petals are in the multiple of 3. They have, parallel venation in their root. They have a specific kind of root, parallel venation in leaf, they have a root which is fibrous. तो इस तरीके से हैं. If we are talking about dicot, dicot means 2 cotyledons are there, and the flower is of pentamerous, that is petals contain 5 petals are there, or multiple of 5. They have a leaf which shows reticulate venation, that is पूरा एक जाल लाइक वेनेशन होता है वेन्स का. So this was all about kingdom Plantae. Now if I am talking about modern classification, so in case of modern classification we have 5 kingdoms: kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Now what is the Monera group? Monera means unicellular eukaryotic, and Protista means unicellular, Monera means unicellular prokaryotic, and Protista means unicellular eukaryotic. It's very easy to learn, याद रखने के लिए. P Protista में पी के साथ में पी प्रोकैरियोटिक नहीं आएगा, ऐसा हम कह रहे हैं क्योंकि हमने याद करना है। सो प्रोटिस्टा में क्या आएगा, यूकैरियोटिक। मोनेरा में क्या आएगा, प्रोकैरियोटिक। प्रोकैरियोटिक क्या है, दोज हु आर नॉट हैविंग ओन न्यूक्लियर मेम्ब्रेन और प्रॉपर न्यूक्लियस नहीं है, लाइक बैक्टीरिया आर देयर, साइनोबैक्टीरिया आर देयर, ब्लू ग्रीन एल्गीज आर देयर. If I am talking about protista, it includes unicellular eukaryotic organism, which include algae, protozoa, slime molds, ये आते हैं. Now kingdom fungi is separated, बिल्कुल entirely different organism है, because they are not producing food like plants, but they have cell wall, but their cell wall is not made up of cellulose. तो बहुत सारे different features हैं. So we have classified them, not we, I mean our scientists have classified them in a separate group, that is fungi. Now plantae is again divided into two groups, cryptogams and spermatophyta. Spermatophyta और phanerogames is the same thing. Cryptogams मतलब क्रिप्ट माने कट, नो, गैम्स मतलब गैमोस से आया है, फ्लावरिंग प्लांट से आया है. सो दोज हु आर नॉट हैविंग फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स. एंड फेनरो वर्ड आया ही फ्लावर से है. फेनरोगेम्स मीन्स फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स. ओके, नाउ क्रिप्टोगेम्स आर डिवाइडेड इनटू ब्रायोफाइट्स, एम्फीबियंस ऑफ द प्लांट किंगडम. लाइकोडोफाइटा ये टेरिडोफाइटा का ही एक ब्रांच है. एंड फिलिसिनोफाइटा, दिस इज ऑल्सो ब्रांच ऑफ टेरिडोफाइटा. स्फिनोफाइटा, हॉर्सटेल, दिस इज ऑल्सो अ वेराइटी ऑफ ब्रायोफाइटा. तो ये उन सबको मिलाकर ही है. नेक्स्ट इज स्पर्मेटोफाइटा. स्पर्मेटोफाइटा और फेनरोगैम्स, दैट इज फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स, is further divided into gymnosperm and angiosperm. Angiosperm is further divided into monocot and dicot. Already we have discussed all these things. So go through all the terms, and in next video we are going to discuss each kingdom in detail. Till then, take care in your own kingdom, that is in your own house, and stay home, stay healthy. Take care. Goodbye.